on that and kind of continue to expand the game?
Yeah, it's just, continuing to stack the things that we did well and kind of, look to improve on the things that we didn't do so well. So, obviously we were able to come out with a dub last week because of those things. And, going into this week, just executing the game plan and understanding the different things that we need to do to have success and going out there and playing well.
Do you have that kind of success, confidence?
Yeah, we continue to build, winning those games, obviously, increases everybody's confidence, in the system and everybody's ability to go out there and play ball. So just continue to build on that. I think is definitely huge. It's definitely huge for us to continue to do so this week.
You talked about kind of being able to expand and run trees, kind of plays that you can run. Have you noticed that as you get further into the season?
Definitely, I think some of the things that we were doing in training camp were just kind of getting some of the base stuff down, trying to get the base offense and those things down just so we can execute on that sort of platform. But as we get into this week-to-week, scheming and play calling as well, there's definitely some specific things that we'd like to take advantage of. So he definitely has opened up the offense a good bit in that sense. But I mean, the toolbox for the offensive staff is limitless for sure.
The mailbox play, is that just like a dream man when you can throw your hand up? And
Yeah, for sure. I have the hair out, so like Randy Moss, I guess, like the connection is really, gives you the power. So yeah, again, I like that. It's definitely good to have in the bank. So many more to come.
any tips for your teammates going back to Vegas?
Stay away from downtown. No tips. I mean, obviously, I'm playing there for Pac-12 championship, so it's a great stadium. It's going to be loud. It's going to be a great environment. So don't worry, feed off the energy and play ball.
It's expected a lot of Bears fans to be here as well. You have friends and family, actually more than usual.
Y'all don't want to know first half. I got about 40 at least going up to the game. I got a lot of family and friends. But, got a lot of great people around me, so it's a blessing to be able to have that many people to the game. So my grandparents will be there, I'll be there. So you see them, instead of seeing Nigeria looking close, say what's up to them. But yeah, it'll be great going back home. And obviously the fans will travel well, but I'll have a lot of family friends to be for them as well.
Have you seen you play in person your grandparents in the pros?
Yes. I can't remember what game I think they came to the 49ers game last year, so they haven't seen me get a dub, so I'll have to get it for them this weekend.
They're here to stay.
It's an off and on thing for sure. I know the people love the hair, you know what I mean? But, when I go to sleep, it's like an extra pillow. I can't mess up my rest a little bit, so I gotta get it down. But it'll come out here and there. I appreciate everybody and well wishes. I appreciate it.
To work on to make sure that you can be a consistent of this offense?
Just being the same guy every day, just coming in here, doing my job, the best as I can, and just being a great teammate, and just being coachable.
HT told us after the game that you had texted him that you were not really happy with one of the returns, but it just kind of showed the hunger that you have. What were you feeling after the game? Because obviously in the stat sheet it's going to say that you had a pretty good game, at least on offense.
Yeah, I was feeling good. It was our first win of the season, and we really needed a win. Here in Chicago, and I feel like we still left some stuff out there, a lot of points out there, and we in here getting back to work. So,
What did you like about what you did on the return to reject them up?
I just asked him, what kind I did better, pretty much.
Are you optimistic about this matchup against the Raiders, who haven't had a good start so far in coverage?
I mean, they hungry just like us. They, trying to get a win, and they got beat pretty bad last week, so they're gonna come here, with a point to prove. So we got to come with our best game and leave it all on the field.
Heather, even since training camp, it seems you and Caleb have had a good connection. What do you think has led to that? How have you worked on that?
Just getting extra mean time, just constant reps over and over again, just having conversations of what this looked like, how can it look better, stuff like this. So just
What have you learned just about the way the Lens calls the game? I mean, 4 different players catching touchdowns. Seems like he's really focused on ball distribution, making sure it reads. Like, what have you noticed about that in the first 3 games?
Like you said, he's giving everybody a chance, to go out there and provide for the team. So he definitely tries to spread the ball around, get the ball in a lot of guys' hands different ways, and it's great.
How are you digesting this offense? Are they giving you a little more each week, a little more?
I get it. This one here, but
Do you feel like now that you've put this on tape that more playmaker in this league. Now it's big fun. Are you going to get more added defensive attention coming your way?
I mean, I don't look at all that. You know, I just keep my head down. You know, just get back to work, man. I'm just trying to get better each and every day.
How many times have you watched that?
I watched it a couple times, man. It was, it's the first time, man. I got to, look at that, but yeah, it was fun.
What was your reaction to how high DeAndre threw that flea flicker?
I'm like, wow, man. That's a great ball carrier, man. It's just kudos to him and the whole line for, having that much time to actually get the ball way down there to me, so shout out to them.
Caleb said that he had underthrown it a couple of times in practice. Like, how did that hit in the game?
Yeah, he definitely underthrew it, in practice, but, he told me right after he underthrew it, he's like, you're not going to outrun me in the game. Just, keep your head down, keep running, I'm going to get you the ball there. And, he stood on what he said.
Declan was saying he knew when the ball was in the air, this kid's like the stadium's going to erupt. As being on the other end of that, what was that feeling like? What was just to hear that and feel that?
Man, it was great, man. One of the best feelings ever. The whole crowd, cheering for you and the team, and it's no better.
What was your touchdown celebration?
That was a little TikTok dance.
Does OZ stand? Not dance. Does his thing have a name? The flying into the back of the.
I don't know. We should ask OZ.
That flea flicker is called White House, right? Do you know why it's called that?
Did you get to keep that ball?
Yeah, I kept. I said, "Great, put it on."
Thank you.
As far as communication, as far as attention to detail, and really just about that execution.
Whatever it was that happened last week.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just, each and every week we go out there, the mission is to execute, you know what I mean? There's no secret formula to it. I just think that's what it is. Make sure we go on the road, have our energy, bring our own juice, and really the name of the game is execution.
Have you seen that carry over in practice so far this week?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that from week one, you know what I mean? I'm not going to just say this because we won. We didn't execute in week 1 or week 2 because I did see that energy, you know what I mean? I thought that we had some good days, but, we focus on this weekend. Nothing that we did last week as far as the game is going to carry over this time. So, you got to go out there and prove yourself each and every week. That's the best thing about it.
I know that access to people what are the challenges scouting?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to see the tail that you have on tape as far as your film study. Each player is going to be a little bit different. Like I said a little bit earlier, I see a player that runs the ball hard. You know what I mean? He runs it like he has something, to accomplish as far as his respect in the league, and showing up on tape as far as him getting to the second level and things like that. So we just got to do a good job as a defense, swarming them and getting all 11 people to the ball.
Okay.